I can do better. Tenali Raman and the Magician. Tenali Raman was a poet in the court of King Krishna Devaraya of Vijayanagara in the 16th century. He was known for his wit and intelligence. Cast: King Krishna Devaraya, Tenali Raman, courtiers, narrator, magician, attendants 1 and 2. Scene: the court of King Krishna Devaraya. The king is on the throne, with his courtiers sitting all around, and a magician standing in the middle. Narrator: one day, a famous magician from the neighboring kingdom was visiting the court of King Krishna Devaraya of Vijayanagara. Magician, throwing up a few pebbles. And these pebbles turn into coins, Your Majesty. King, signaling to the courtiers to stop clapping. Very good, my man. I have never seen a more spectacular show. Each trick is better than the other. I was amazed by the way you cut your own head and placed it in your hands. Impressive. Very impressive. Magician, boastfully. O king, I have no rival in my country. Let me see if you have anyone here who can do magic better than me. If I lose, I will cut my head and give it to the winner. King, looking worried. Let me have a word with my courtier Raman. Calls out loudly. Raman! Enter Raman. King, speaking in a whisper to Raman. Can you defeat this man? I'll give a bag of gold coins if you do. Raman to the king. Of course, Your Majesty. Thinks for a moment, then turns to the magician. Can you do the same action with your eyes open that I will do with my eyes shut? Magician. Ha ha! Do not underestimate my talent. I will do any action much better. Raman. Could I have a plate of chili powder and a basin of cold water, Your Majesty? King claps his hands. Get a plate of the freshest chili powder and a basin of cold water for Raman. Attendants. Yes, Your Majesty. They leave the stage and return with a plate of chili powder and a basin. Raman to Attendant 1. I will shut my eyes firmly. Put a handful of the powder over each of my eyelids. Attendant 1 does as told. Raman balances the powder on his eyelids for 1 whole minute. Raman to Attendant 2. Please give me the water. He washes off the chili powder thoroughly. Raman, turning to the stunned magician. Your turn. Magician, looking embarrassed. I accept defeat. I cannot possibly do what you just did. Courtiers, cheering and shouting. Pride comes before a fall. A few courtiers stick together and whisper among themselves. Narrator. The magician leaves the court, and the king gives Raman the prize that was promised to him. Exit all.